Okay, I want to build on that. I want to build on that, like meaningful decisions to achieve responsiveness and clarity and all that they talked about. Responsiveness, clarity, and flow is what they said. Your game needs to have that, and you need to make meaningful decisions to achieve that. This is where I want to say like the role of the game designer is like really, really important, or somebody who kind of has a vision of what they want the game to be, right? They might not have a vision of like what it will look like at the end, but like that's what the decisions are going to end up being. The only thing I would like to add to that is sometimes when you're making the decisions, you don't actually have anything there to make the decision with. Because a lot of times, especially early on when you're making the decisions, the game doesn't actually exist, or it doesn't actually exist in the form that you think it's going to exist at the end. So a lot of the time when you're making the decisions, and why sort of playing a lot of games and figuring out what like good game design can be, especially for yourself or your audience, why figuring that out is important, because when you actually start making the game, there's no game to test. There's no game to sort of like, there's no prototype to test. There's no game to test. So you are kind of, or there might be a game to test, but it might be kind of broken. You know, the platform might be kind of broken, it might not be working completely, but you need to have sort of the intuition to sort of be like, okay, this is what it's going to be like at the end. Right now it's not quite that, but I need to make a decision to make sure we get to that point, and I need to make that decision based on what I have and what I don't have to get to that point. And that's where sort of, I think this video is probably eventually going to touch on that, but that's where sort of having that sort of intuition of what a good game design could be for my game or for my audience really comes into play.